thing about this challenge was that it actually became a self-imposed torture, like a living hell. Some people think I have a death wish. For me, when I confront death is when I'm most alive. In April of 1999, I began testing the limits of human endurance by burying myself alive in a glass coffin. For 7 days, I existed on water and air, alone in my mind in public isolation. I emerged 7 days later a changed man. A year and a half later, after months of physical training and mental preparation, I was again ready. Even the doctors had advised me against the physical dangers of doing the ice and recommended that I stay far away from this one. Nobody had prepared me for the mental difficulties that I was to face.
I want you to think of somebody very important in your life right now. You have the person in your mind, somebody very, very important. Say who the person is.
Megan.
Megan? Is there any way I could have known that?
No.
It's not possible.
No.
I mean, unless I was reading your mind. Here's even something more interesting. You're holding a book. We're gonna try something with the book. Since it's your book, this is kind of interesting, I think. Think of, how old are you? How old are you?
30.
30? Let's try to think of Megan. Let's not use Megan's whole name. Let's use her initial, M, okay? So let's just visualize that letter, okay? And now I want you to, as you're turning to page 30, for one page for each year, you're just gonna hold the book out. I just don't wanna be near it. Hold it outwards a little bit. Turn to page 30, and you're gonna feel something and see something happen.
Oh my God.
See?
Oh my God.
That was amazing.
And that's Megan.
Come on, yeah. Yeah, come on.
Okay. Take one out again. Don't let me see it, but let everybody else see it.
Okay.
Is that the one you like? Yeah. Don't let me see it. Let him see it.
Bam! Like that. All right. Y'all see it? You see it, G?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
All right, so take the deck, mix it into the deck. You could mix them up a little bit if you want. Good, that's perfect.
Okay.
Let me try this. The way I used to do this is I would be able to take them and just launch like that. That wasn't it, huh? So usually I would catch it. You know what? Well, it might have been. Let me try this. Do this for me. Does anybody have something sharp? Be careful though. Here, I don't want you to hurt yourself though. Be really careful. Carefully, right? Is it okay if I puncture one of these?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Take the knife carefully. Carefully though. Don't slam it hard. Slowly, carefully cut right into that.
Hold it. Just hold the ball. Don't be careful though. It's sharp. Go straight, slowly and carefully. Very slow, very careful. Yeah. Good. Cut that open.
You see how you did that one?
Hey, see that one?
I know you.
Cut that open carefully. I don't want to ever touch it because I don't want it to seem like I'm doing anything. Yeah, good. You got that, right? That's it. Go ahead. Go inside of it. Go ahead. Reach inside.
Come on, man.
I'm gone.
Show him. Look. Reach inside. Show him the color.
Bam!
I'm gone, man. I like that.
Oh, that was all. You the man, man. You the man.
Do you have just a few dollar bills I can borrow for a second? Good. These are your dollar bills?
I got one in there.
Here's the idea. You take one, and here's what we want to do. Out of these two, you can have either bill. Okay, which one? You want to get rid of that one? We'll use this one. Now, there's two signatures at the bottom of the bill. There's a secretary's signature, see? And there's a treasurer's signature. I want you to just look closely. Watch what I do. This is your bill, correct? Good. Now look. If I rub it, you'll see. See how it looks like it's changing a little bit? Do you see that? The way it's changing? It's like that. Look at the bill. Look at it. Look at it. I mean, I got some black stuff on my finger. It's like ink. Do you see the signature? That's your name. Treasurer's signature.
Hey,
Hold on, yo. Yo, let me see. Wait. Yo, let me see.
That's his signature. Here.
Hey, I love you.
Look, for real. That's your signature.
That's my name.
On the bill, where the treasurer's signature.
Man, this is crazy. What's up?
Y'all believe, you best to believe.
If you can do it in Harlem, you can do it anywhere. Hey, I love that guy right there. Y'all make sure nothing happens to him.
I wouldn't freeze myself, but after this, no way in hell. It's too cold.
My
fingers was frostbitten the next morning.
How cold was it?
It was around 32 below zero.
Right.
32 below zero. Let me tell you something. When you freeze yourself, actually freeze yourself, you are asking for trouble.
Right now it says 38, but I think it's actually colder. Good.
How cold is it?
It's pretty cold.
The issues really here are 1, spasm of muscles, 2, hypothermia, 3, frostbite.
So we can't afford to have his skin touch the ice at all, because he will get frostbite real quick.
And what
it
happens if I did fall asleep in the ice and I couldn't be able, and my face went into the ice or something?
Your face would freeze. They'd have to come in and cut off.
But is there a way to wake me up, like a buzzer or a stick or something? Because we haven't thought of that yet.
Well, there is that external catheter. You can just jerk on that a little bit. I'm betting it wakes you up.
My concern here is that to make sure that he's aware of sensation at all times, because if he starts losing sensation in his extremities, we've got to get him out.
Standing upright the whole time and cold. If you have to move, you can't move. If your back hurts, you can't do anything. You're just stuck standing there the whole time.
Probably lose consciousness around 85, 88 degrees. We should give you some blood thinners to prevent blood clots from occurring.
I mean, you can train a body to a certain extent to endure cold, but it's whether the mind will withstand it.
This is not just hard, this is scary.
Last one you thought was scary too, though.
Yeah, but this is scarier.
I just accept that I'm gonna go in and that's all there is to it. I don't think about it or logically say, you know, oh, this is so cold, it's crazy, I'm going in there. I just assume that I have to go in, and it makes it much easier.
The thing is, what people don't really believe is that he's actually going to be in the ice for the full 3 days. It's 3 days. I mean, he's in there. and it's crazy. I mean, I was the Iceman cometh, you know, but I only did that 4.5 hours a night. I think this is taking it a little too far. It's crazy.
That's a perfect ring. Is that an important ring?
Yeah.
What is it? A wedding? And why is it important to you?
My husband just recently got it, and he got it engraved, so.
Really? Do you mind taking it off for a second?
Sorry.
Yeah, can I see? So it's in. What's it say? Wait. Was that?
Oh, David. Oh, no. It's
priceless, right? Wait, hold on. Hold on. You know what? This sounds crazy, but this thing has to open somehow. Yeah. Does it?
Locked? $5,000. You did that on purpose?
No. Wait. Come with me. This sounds crazy. I'm gonna get that pole and you're gonna hold it. No, come. No, I'm gonna go. Excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
No. Let me ask you something. See this pole right here? This sounds really bizarre. Has anybody come over here? No. Do you see this?
Ring in the bottom.
Oh. Do you see that ring?
Oh my goodness,
Look.
you got that in there.
Look at it. Look at it. Seriously. Do you see that? Do you see an engraved ring? Do you see it? Ready? Watch, I'm gonna break it. Back up. Hold on. Ready? Hold on. Is this, where did, oh, here it is. It didn't, look.
Wow.
Look. You see?
That's your ring? Yes, this is it.
It might be scratched now. Yeah, that's your ring. That's your ring. I hate to see dead birds.
I know. I saw a dead oriole in the New York Library building just a few minutes ago.
How did they?
It's sad. It's not a reason.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna. I was gonna. You know what? Let's take a break for a second. I'm just gonna. Or you. I don't even know.
You touch the bird,
Is
I
it
can't
bad
touch you
to touch?
anymore because if
Right.
it's got a disease, it could transfer.
I just want to try to bring it back.
This is so no. Look at that, Nero. Look at that. Poor bird. Look at the poor bird. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
It's okay.
Look at that. It's feeling
all right.
better.
You're okay. Come back. Come on.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? What do you think, huh? Incredible. Did you think it was amazing? What did you think? Were you amazed? She's totally freaked out. I've never seen her this scared. It's not a sweetheart. Everything's okay. See, she's shaking. I know.
The cameraman bet me that I couldn't hit his lens from across the street with a playing card.
So we're gonna slow down. It's gonna get slippery on everybody.
The ice was brought down from a glacier in Alaska. 6 tons of glacier ice. While they were preparing the ice, I was alone preparing for this ordeal. The reason we got the ice from Alaska was because when it freezes at colder temperatures, it's clear, so everybody could see right through it. I didn't want anybody to doubt that I was there. I had to take a laxative to clean out my system, which kept me up all night. This was the only way to practice sleeping in case I wanted to rest in the ice. I knew that I would have to lean my head against it. Ironically, when I was in the ice, I didn't sleep at all, not one wink. The last thing my doctor had me do was sign a release so that he wouldn't be held responsible if I was to die.
Oh man, I just, I hope we don't die down there. There's some serious stuff that's never been done before. I hope he comes out in one piece, and I hope he doesn't freeze to death.
What I want to try to do is I want to use something important to somebody. Like your necklace. Is that important to you? Your earrings?
Which one?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try something. We'll make this even more important. Does anybody have something important to them? Like a ring, Yeah, good. Come up here for a second. Perfect. Here's what I want to try to do. Could I take this off? Does it come off?
Yeah, be careful with it though.
Okay, look. Here's what I want. You know what? It doesn't even have to come off. Look. Can you trust me for a second?
I don't know about that.
Look, if I take this, let me try to.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Stop.
What's he doing?
Oh my God!
Stop. I got.
Oh my God!
Did you ever hear about? Wait. No. Look. Come here. Look. You ever hear? Come here. You ever hear about people? Stop. You ever hear about people that can swallow jewels? And look. Look closely. Look. If I reach. Come here so you can see this. Look.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Do you see something coming out of my eye?
That's not coming out of his eye. Yeah. It's not coming out of his eye.
Is something coming out?
No, I don't see anything. I don't want to see anything.
Oh my God.
See something coming out?
No.
No.
I don't see it at all. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
No.
I see it.
Did you see that come out of my eye? Yes. That's a diamond. Is that a diamond?
Real? Check and see if it's real.
Did you see that come out?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Come here, bring your ring over.
Oh my God.
That diamond goes exactly
Is it gonna
in your
come out
ring.
now?
Oh
I would
my
be careful
God.
because when I bit it out, look.
My grandma's ring.
Look. I would be careful. It might be loose.
Oh my God.
Look. Did you see the diamond come up and through? Yep. Good.
You're magical. Excuse me. You're magical.
Do this for me. Just touch the back of one. Look at it. Take it. Show it to them. Let them see it, and the camera too. Now, put it back inside the deck. Good. Now watch what happens. It goes in,
If I hit it, see, I think it doesn't come up yet, right? But if you hit it again, see the way it comes up? But now look, watch this, ready? If you take the card, right? That's your card? Carry, give it a little look. Watch this, ready? My hand's empty. See what happens.
You gotta be kidding.
So between between me and you, what's the lottery?
Let me ask you a question. Do you have any wishes?
I'd like to win the lottery.
Here's money. Buy any 3 instant tickets right now. Any 3 instant tickets and bring them out. What I want you to do is I want you to pick any one of those tickets that you like. Just choose one, yeah, and get rid of the other 2. You like that one?
Yeah, I like this.
All right, good. What is that, high stakes?
High stakes.
This is a lucky gold coin. Now we're gonna see if you're gonna win right now. Scratch it.
Sure.
Scratch it on the surface. You know how to do it, yeah. 3 like amounts, you win. Wait, look at this. It says get this symbol and win all 10 prizes automatically. You got that symbol. That means you just won 250, 500, 600, 7, 850, 950, 1050, 1150, 1250, 1350, 1450, $1,600 you just won.
I just won $1,600.
You just won $1,600.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, show us what you got. Yeah.
Now, that's dangerous, dude.
No, don't worry. That's all you, man. You've won. That's yours. Put it away.
I just met the man. I was sitting there doing my thing. Thank you very much, Sandy. Pleasure meeting you. Have a good day, sir. God bless you.
Start with some new luck.
Hopefully it will be.
Good.
Thank you very much, Sandy. Pleasure meeting you all. Have a good day, folks.
Take care, man.
Thank you very much.
Take care, brother. All right. I was ready. Every doctor that I consulted gave me a different reason I could never do this. Hypothermia, frostbite, blood clots, muscle spasms, sleep deprivation. This was the most difficult challenge I've ever faced, standing in one place for 62 hours encased in ice. Once it was sealed, there would be no way out for a solid 3 days and 3 nights.
Hey, I notice you're shivering already.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll deal with it. We're going to close it, make sure the seam's good, then close it. If I have to pull you out to cut the seam, we'll cut the seam. All right? I'm going to need you to lean back, make sure you got shoulder room. I can't have you touching it. Watch your toes. Same story for you.
Everyone was invited to come and watch. I wanted people to understand that this wasn't a trick, nor was it an illusion. When I was in the ice, there were no sounds. I couldn't hear anything. It was complete sensory deprivation. I went in strong and ready, but as time started to go on, I started to break down. This had become much tougher than I had ever imagined. Seconds felt like minutes, minutes felt like hours, and hours felt like days. Magic is something that has a meaning. You can affect somebody with it. You open them up for a moment. You make them question. Like a little baby doesn't need magic because a little baby is living in a world of astonishment. A little baby is amazed by everything. And that's what magic does for one moment. It strips away all of your layers and leaves you wide open. The person that you're thinking of, what's the relationship to you?
Girlfriend.
You're thinking of your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Is there any way that I could have known that you were going to think of your girlfriend?
I don't think so, no.
Is it possible that I know your girlfriend?
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
No way,
She's in
right?
Japan, yeah.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Let me show you something interesting. This seems bizarre, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ignite. See the way this starts to create? Looks like it's almost going to burn. See right through the hole.
Oh, shit! Man!
See this face right there?
I know her. That's a secret. Really? Really? I know her. That's her. That's her, yeah.
Can you see?
Is this him, Kim? Is this him, Kim? That's his
Let's see.
Let me give her a kiss. I miss you, girl.
Huh? Watch your back.
I gotta go, man. That shit is just it's like I don't know if I'm happy or bugged out or what, man. That's kind of crazy. Thanks. Tell that dude thanks, man. I don't even know what to say, man. I just don't. I can't even think right now. Like I mean, I've seen people do magic tricks and whatever, but that's like entirely different. That's like a category of its own. I don't know what it is, man. There's no other explanation for it. And like, I'm not freaked out by it, but it's like, I'm kind of inspired by it. Like, think about that. It's amazing.
There's a great quote by Martin Luther King Jr., and he says, "If a man hasn't found something that he would die for, then he isn't fit to live." And that's kind of how I feel about what I do. Ever since I was a little kid, I'd always test myself and push as far as I could with anything. I'd make up an idea in my head that if I didn't get there ahead of everybody, something awful was gonna happen. Or I'd pretend I was gonna die if I couldn't reach a certain leaf on a tree, and I'd just keep jumping up, I'd always just keep pushing. But the hardest part in the Buried Alive was the last 2 hours. But then when it opened up, it was the greatest part. Like when they lifted that top, I don't know what being born must feel like, but I've never had a feeling like that in my life. It's like if you're afraid of the ocean, and you're in a boat that sinks, and you're left swimming in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, you're no longer afraid of the deep sea, you're surviving, and that's all you're thinking about. And that's what this challenge is. I'm just putting myself in a different frame of mind. I'd rather come out in a body bag than come out in the middle of it. That's true, no question about that.
Please don't die in the ice. Please don't die in the ICE. Please don't die in the ice. All right, that's the end of the story.
There was a point where I had crossed over. I had completely lost track of time. I was slipping in and out of consciousness. I thought this was never gonna end.
They continue to yell and shout and
I called Josie over. She walked up to the ice, looked at me, and while I started to try to speak to her, she was pulled away from me. And I was convinced that I was dead and she could no longer see me. I thought at that point that my mind was permanently gone. I wanted to get out of there, but they wouldn't pay any attention to me because they were listening to my initial order, which was don't take me out early under any circumstance. I would never, ever do anything like that again in my life.
now in the cavity. Earlier, David, just moments ago, David leaned out, talked to Steve Rose, and said, I want out. I want out now. Very large piece of ice. Structurally, you have to be careful. When you create a hole like this, it could collapse. He's out now. His legs look wobbly. He looks very disoriented. His clothes are soaking wet. Here. Remind you, for 3 days he's had no food, just water. I think he's just mentally and emotionally frustrated. It's very difficult, folks, to understand sleep deprivation for 3 days, standing on his feet, no food, as his friends have told you. By looking at him, and you can tell right now he is a little bit disoriented. They're going to take him away. Dr. Rudin, what's happening here?
You know, after there's a stressor, he's been held together by spitting adrenaline inside. The adrenaline is now gone. We got to make sure he doesn't go into shock right now. We're going to take care of him.
Get Josie in the car.
Just hunt, man. Blast the horn.
They said that he's going into shock.
What?
He's going into shock.
Dave, you're gonna be okay. Just hold on.
You're gonna be fine, Steve.
Just hold on.
It'll be a little better.
You didn't have to be expected, Dave. You have to be expected. You feel weird. Keep looking. Keep looking. Just hold on.
It'll be a little better.
Mr. Blaine. Hi, I'm Dr. McLaughlin. We're going to do a couple of tests here and go as quick as we can for you, okay? We're going to have a quick look at your legs. Just make sure there's no blood clots. All right, let's get blankets and get his upper body covered. Why don't you pass these blankets? And, the other one? Yeah. All right, and we've got more blankets here.
You can't find it.
Yeah, it's good.
We're in good shape.
Okay.
That's the Doppler. And that checks for blood clots.
That checks for blood clots, sorry.
Guys, I gotta turn down the light.
Ah!
Sorry.
Jesus. No.
So far, so good. Everything's clean so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right over here.
Little.
Can you move your toes back? I have no trouble sending him home with a clean Doppler. If the chest X-ray is clean, we're home free.
All right, and we're gonna put the feet down a little bit and get the chair ready.
Second.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, every crack, every bump we went over, it was excruciating pain. But that's to be expected. One of the craziest things I've seen. I've done with a lot of shootings, stabbings, everything. That's.
Happy to be home in bed? You want some water?
So for a while after doing this thing, I sort of was beat up from it. You know, I couldn't move my feet for about a month. It was tough for me to walk. And I started thinking, why did I do this? You know, it wasn't for the attention. The reason that I do these things is because I want to create images, real images that'll sort of last through time, like pieces of art using magic. And when I'm alive, or when I'm the most awake, is when I'm doing these things, when I'm challenging myself and facing it right on. And that's what I'm going to keep doing, because that's how I feel the best.